he's wearing a Lakers hat right now, but he's not going to be finishing with a Lakers hat or a Lakers uniform.
It seems like we can work around.
What are we doing here?
Right. What are we doing?
This is like the Oakland Raiders still playing on a baseball field in the year 2019. Why are we making players put on hats of franchises that they're clearly not going to?
It's awkward, and then you have to go back and it's like, hey, we got to edit that hat out because we need a Hawks hat and not a
like
Lakers hat.
If you can't let him put on a Hawks hat, let's just not wear hats.
Correct. I agree with you. I'm surprised we haven't gotten to a hologram situation at this point. You know, why can't that happen? But hey, listen, tremendous pick. This, to me, clearly the fourth best prospect in this field right now. Best defensive player, I think, in the draft. Strong wing, can shoot from deep. The only question with DeAndre Hunter is this. The thing that has dogged him, if you will, is that does he have enough dog in him? Does he have enough work ethic? Does he want enough? Because there have been plenty of instances over the past 2 seasons where he just hasn't shown enough to impress scouts in games to consistently go after it the way Jarrett Culver does not have those questions. I think he overcomes all that. I love DeAndre Hunter at the 4 spot here. I think he sets up really well to be a nice rotation player going forward, and I'm going to strongly resist. You might hear this elsewhere. He is not the next coming or the next iteration of a Kawhi Leonard. Does he have some of those facets? Yes. Can he be an elite level NBA defender? Yeah, he can grow into that, but let's let these players develop a little bit. We can say he has some of those attributes, but do not expect DeAndre Hunter to step into an NBA arena in a Hawks uniform and be a top 10, top 20 defender in the NBA. He will not be that in his rookie year.
What you expect him to be in his rookie year is somebody who can guard multiple positions for you and give you whatever on the offensive end and be a real threat from the three-point line. But just like any of these guys, with the rare exception, maybe Zion Williamson, maybe R.J. Barrett, John Morant's going to get big minutes in Memphis, so he'll put up numbers one way or another. It takes rookies a minute, usually, and it'll take DeAndre Hunter a minute, but I never understood what the questions were. 6'8", guards multiple positions, National Defensive Player of the Year, shoots nearly 44% from three-point range, did it for a winning team, winning culture, wins a national championship, 27 points in the national championship game. What's the issue? I have, since my first mock draft after the college basketball season, had DeAndre Hunter as the 4th best player in this draft. It's nice to see the NBA agree, even if it took a whole bunch of mixed up mock drafts between then and now to get to this point, because some people had him going as low as 7 as recently as yesterday.
Let's bring in Avery Johnson now. And Avery, I know you're a big fan of DeAndre Hunter. What do you see in this young man?
Well, I see a guy that's tailor-made for this modern-day new NBA game. I see a kid actually, as we project him forward, as he continues to mature and develop, he could play in this NBA Finals with the Warriors in Toronto in several years, not now. But outside of Zion Williamson and John Morant, I wouldn't have even had a problem with the Knicks taking him at 3. I'm so high on this kid. Yes, I know the Kawhi Leonard comparisons are there, and maybe he'll evolve into something like that. But this kid has great skills, great hands. He's long. I need to see a little bit more competitive fire, because on the NBA level, you will get exposed if you're not a competitor each and every night. But I'm very high on him. I think he has a tremendous ceiling. And I think because of what they're trying to do with the Hawks in terms of changing their culture, his winning attitude and winning spirit coming off of a national championship is going to infuse a lot of positivity into that Atlanta Hawks basketball program, because that's what they're trying to do. They're not only trying to build a winning team, they're trying to build a program, and he's going to fit alongside nicely with Trae Young.
Evan Daniels is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Evan, you've watched DeAndre Hunter develop from a freshman to now being the 4th overall pick in the NBA draft. How has he developed into an NBA-ready player?
Well, it's pretty impressive. He actually started out his collegiate career as a redshirt, and he just got better progressively every step of the way. Obviously, Tony Bennett is a tremendous defensive coach. He's known for that. He's helped develop DeAndre Hunter into arguably the best defender in this draft. I thought Avery hit the nail on the head. I think DeAndre Hunter is the perfect fit for the modern NBA because of the 3-and-D qualities. We know about the defense, his lateral quickness. He can guard 3s and 4s at the NBA level, which is obviously important. He's tough. tough. He could get a little stronger, but he's pretty physical for his body. He's got good length at a 7'2" wingspan, standing 6'8", but he's really added the jump shot, and I think that's what's changed his game. His jump shot improved so much over the course of the last year, better than 43% on 105 attempts from the three-point line last year. That, in my opinion, that development, that skill improvement is among the reasons that he's going number 4 overall in the NBA draft.
Reed, you and I watched DeAndre Hunter at the Final Four. We watched him help Virginia win a national championship. What are the Hawks getting in DeAndre Hunter?
They're getting a winner, and more than that, they're getting a guy who fits in perfectly to what they can do. Look, what the Hawks are trying to do is have this system around John Collins and Trae Young. But this system so far has not been particularly good on the defensive end. What DeAndre Hunter's ceiling is that I don't think he is going to be a superstar, but he can be a third or fourth option on a team that can be a true contender, and he can be the guy on the defensive end that can go out there and just make stops. And as a side note, guys, I can confirm some news that was just sent out just a little bit ago. The number 5 pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers, have selected Darius Garland, the guard from Vanderbilt. So I just got that confirmed from a source. It's an interesting pick, and I know Avery probably has some interesting thoughts about Darius Garland pairing with Colin Sexton in that backcourt.
Yeah, Avery will have